Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Alexis, aka Scandalex. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. So if you could not tell by the title, today we're getting into my personal horror story. A true horror story with at-home laser that left me with burn marks, hyperpigmentation, what I thought was going to be permanent scars, until I found a product that turned everything around. So I'm gonna give you guys all the backstory, what I did to fix the hyperpigmentation on my legs that you guys seen on the thumbnail. Girl, I literally thought my days of swimsuits and skirts and shorts were over permanently, but everything turned around. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First and foremost, do you guys like my tree? It's December time, so I thought it would be perfect to sit here with the tree in the background. It's just so becoming of the season. So anyway, let's get into it. Basically, I just want to start by saying this video is not sponsored. It was supposed to be sponsored by the at-home laser company, but clearly we're not going to go through with that sponsorship. But the products I'm going to be showing you that cleared up my hyperpigmentation are not sponsored at all. It's just something I came across myself and I thought it was amazing, so I had to share with you guys. But okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the very beginning. So basically, if you follow me on Instagram or you watch my vlogs, you guys already know kind of what happened to me and some of the backstory. But for you guys who are new, I'm giving you guys the tea. As a YouTuber, you get a lot of requests for collaborations. So when this company hit me up, it was at-home laser IPL system. I'm just gonna put their name out there, Kenzie. Sorry guys, but you put me through hell, so I'm gonna have to put you guys out there. Kenzie, so they reached out, they were like, hey, we love your channel, we love your authenticity, let's do a collab. And I was like, cool, like, cause I had been thinking about at-home laser anyway, because who wants to pay prices for professionals? I mean, I would have, you know, the hindsight is 2020. But at the time, I was like, yeah, I wanted to try out at-home laser anyway, get rid of this hair. Who wants to shave all the time? It's annoying. No one likes doing it. I was like, sure, let's do it. So we set up a partnership. They sent me over this lovely, what I thought was lovely, at-home laser hair removal. I was like, this is about to be super cool. I'm about to put my subscribers on something new. I'm about to be completely hairless. They're gonna wanna know what's going on. I can't wait to do this video. So I was like super excited. Read the instructions and I got to it right away. Now I will give it to them. In the instructions it does say to test out a spot on your legs or on your arms or wherever you plan on doing the laser hair removal to make sure that your skin is okay with it, that you're not too sensitive. So that's what I did. I actually tested out a spot on my legs. I was actually on the phone with my mom and I turned the camera, I was on FaceTime with her. I turned the camera and I was like, Mom, like, look, I'm doing at-home laser. She was like, She was like, what is that? She's like, what is that? I was like, Mom, like, just let me live. I'm doing at-home laser. I'm gonna be hairless. Mind your business. She was like, listen, you don't have to be messing with that. Like, you don't know what you're doing. That's for the professionals. And of course, I'm like, Mom, leave me alone. Be quiet. What you talking about? And I continued to test the IPL laser on my legs because I was about to be hairless. I didn't care what she was talking about. But Mama knows best. You know, mothers know best. But I tested my legs, got off the phone with her, and surprisingly that night my legs were fine. Like, I didn't test it on the highest setting. I tested it on like 1 or 2. It has maybe 5 settings on this thing. But I tested it on a lower setting and my legs were completely fine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through with this. I'm going to start documenting for my subscribers, let them know that I'm starting to try out this system, and I was gonna let them know it was great. So I think I waited 2 days. And then I actually did it. I actually did it on high because in the instructions, they said if you want the best results, use the highest setting. So, what do I do? What do I do as a girl who wants the best results? I put it on the highest setting and I go to town on my legs. I'm like, yeah, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be hairless. Give it a month, I'm gonna be hairless. So I started just going over my legs with the laser. Yeah, it hurt, but it was normal because I had watched some videos already and the girls were like, oh, it just feels like a rubber band pop, like nothing crazy. And it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't until afterwards when I thought, you know, maybe this isn't right, because it warns you that afterwards you might have some red marks and it might be like a little tingly. and it was, but it was tingly to the point where I had to actually get a washcloth and wet it with cold water and lay it over my legs. And I was like, I don't know if this is normal. I was like, that was my first show. I was like, this might not be normal, but I didn't know. So I was like, okay, whatever. Did not think anything of it until the next morning. I wake up and my legs are like red. Like, I think I have a picture in here. I'm gonna be inserting pictures throughout this whole video. So my legs were super red and I was like, I don't know if this is normal, so I just put like some Cetaphil on them, or I don't know what I put on them, probably some oil of some sort. I put that on there and I was like, this is probably just normal, you know, it's my first time doing this. And then throughout the course of the day, they were still burning. Like, they were burning and they were still very red and they were kind of sensitive. And I was like, you know what? So I posted on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow my stories, you know exactly that day when I had posted. And I was like, if I still have the story, I'll put that in here too. But I posted, I was like, I don't know guys, is this normal? I started my laser hair removal hand set yesterday and my legs are a little red, like, I don't know. LOL, I was really nonchalant about the whole situation because I had no idea that my legs were burned to shreds. Okay, wait, like literally burned to shreds. So as soon as I posted that, I got so many DMs of people who had laser before and they were like, girl, that is not normal. That's not what's supposed to happen. And I was like, oh shoot, like, okay. It wasn't until then where I started to be like, okay, this is not what is supposed to happen. And it wasn't until I got a few more DMs with other girls that have went through the same thing with not this company, but with this handset, like with the at-home laser. They were like, girl, the same thing happened to me. It burned my legs up, left me with scars, left me with hyperpigmentation. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Sorry, this is a story. So you can skip through if you want to just get to the products, but I'm telling you guys what happened because I don't want this to happen to no one else, okay? I sacrificed my legs so you guys can never have to go through this if you don't have to. Okay, so where was I at? Yeah, people were like, girl, yeah, I still have burns from 6 months ago. And another girl was like, girl, I still have burns from a year ago. And I was like, oh no. That's when I actually really started to get worried and I actually kind of got a little mad. I was like, okay, this is not normal. I think I just burned the crap out of my legs. So I ran out that night. I went to Whole Foods, got me some aloe vera, and I got me some vitamin E oil. And I iced my legs for that night. So I iced my legs, aloe vera, and then that was that. Like, I was stuck with burned legs. The next morning, I woke up, and then as the days went by, it just got darker and darker, and then the scars eventually ended up looking like this. So they went from red to like brown, dark marks everywhere, all over the back of my leg, all over the front of my legs, my shins, like everywhere. I was so happy that I didn't do it on my underarms as well. Imagine if I did it on my like underarms or my face, like if I had grown hair. A lot of people grow hair on their faces. Imagine if I would have put that on my face. I'd have been truly heartbroken. So yeah, that's what happened to me. And I should have known better because the instructions, I'm gonna show you guys these instructions for Black women or for women of color. I think this should have raised a red flag to me because there's a skin tone chart on here. And it basically says for darker skin, this is not for you. Even though I don't have the darkest of skin, I still am a very melanated woman, as you can see. So I probably should have been like, I'm not gonna mess with that, because if it's not for dark women, if it's not for girls with a lot of melanin, in the end of the day, I'm still a girl that is brown. So I probably should have just been like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, because it says like straight up for dark skin girls, don't use this. So I was like, okay, but I didn't think anything of it until I got these burns. And I was like, you know what, this probably is just not for Black girls, period. So anyway, I shared it with my vlog, my weekly vlog that week, what had happened to my legs. A lot of people were giving me a lot of recommendations, and there was a girl who was heaven sent, and she pointed me in the direction of another YouTuber. If I can find her, I will put her information here. Yes, her name is Nav Multani. And the same exact thing happened to her when it came to laser, but the only difference is that she didn't use an at-home laser. She went into a professional like laser facility, and the people had the nerve to burn her legs up. Like, so that's where I got this product from that I'm gonna be mentioning in the next few minutes here. But yeah, someone pointed me to her channel, that video, and I went on Amazon and I ordered Admire My Skin, which changed my whole life. It changed my whole, and I'm being so dramatic, but truly, like, these burns would have been detrimental to summertime, springtime, vacationing, like when I'm trying to wear my legs out. Like, it would have just became another insecurity. Like, as women, we already have enough insecurities. We already have enough insecurities. I do not want to have to deal with burns and scars all over my legs. It would have been really bad. So I hopped on Amazon as soon as I seen her video, ordered this, and it's the best $24 that I have ever spent. So basically, it is a ultra potent serum that a lot of people use for hyperpigmentation. And I read through the reviews. If you're looking into this, if you have hyperpigmentation, read all the reviews. There was like mixed reviews. Some people loved it, some people didn't like it so much, but I needed to try something out. I was like, I gotta try this out, like, because these burns is not it. So basically what you do, literally I use maybe 2 pumps because I had a lot of scarring. So I pumped 2 pumps in here, took a Q-tip, and would literally dip the Q-tip in here and take my time covering each little scar. Like, you want to make sure that it doesn't run onto any other surface area. Like, if you're putting it on your face, make sure you're just putting it on the problem area. Don't let it run anywhere else because it is going to burn your skin. We don't want that. Make sure you read the instructions with this because it is very potent. So I used it every single day because it was my legs. But let's say if it was a sensitive area that I was using it on, like my face, I probably wouldn't use it every single day. Probably do every other day, but do what works for you. So yeah, I put it on my legs every single night. I'll put my robe on and let it dry. Make sure I didn't put like any pants on over it. I would do this at the end of the night where I knew I could let it dry and then go to sleep with no problem. And another thing is, like I said, that's why you have to read the instructions for this. Like, this is ultra potent. Like, you can mess your skin up. You can burn yourself with that product. And the one thing they highlighted about that product is to make sure you wear sunscreen. If you use it, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. If you're outside, I didn't have to put sunscreen on my legs because they were covered when I went outside, so I didn't have to. But the thing was, I did use oil afterwards because it's very drying and peeling. So let me take you guys through the process. I started using this at the height of my hyperpigmentation and scars on November 4th. That's when I first started it. I used a Q-tip, put it all over everything, and I used it every single day. And this is what my legs look like. And then by November 21st, I could see a lot of difference. Like, I can see that it was working. I could see that it was lightening my skin in certain areas. So I was really, really happy when I finally started to see that this was making a difference because, y'all, like I said, I was so nervous. And then by December 2nd, my legs were completely cleared. I don't want to say completely clear. Like, if you look closely, very, very close, actually at this point in my life, if you look closely, like, you can see just a little bit of scarring, but I would say it's like 98% better. So the thing about this is that it does get worse before it gets better. So there was a lot of peeling going on. I think about 2.5 weeks in, I started to see a lot of peeling, and you have to make sure you do not peel. I was the peeler. Like, I was on my legs, like, peeling all the skin off because I just couldn't help it. Like, it was just like it became a nervous habit. I would lift my pants up and I would just be peeling my skin off. Don't do that. Even though my legs cleared very nicely, especially if you're peeling on your face, don't do that. Just put a moisturizer on, a really, really good moisturizer, because you're going to peel. You're going to lose that dead skin. You're going to lose that hyperpigmented skin. It's gonna get really, really ugly. Okay, so just be prepared for that. I was thankful that I could cover it up very easily. So this product was truly a lifesaver, and I actually ordered another thing off of Amazon just to get my skin completely even to where I need it to be. So I ordered some unrefined cocoa butter. I shared this in my last vlog. as well if you guys watch my vlog. I've been using this for about a week now, almost like a week and a half. It's just a big clump of cocoa butter that I rub all over my legs, and I have seen some change already. So everything is even now. I would say my legs are pretty much back to normal. And I'm just so thankful for that YouTuber who shared her story. So I want to share my story with anyone who is struggling with hyperpigmentation. You might want to try this out. I know a lot of people with acne and skin problems suffer from hyperpigmentation. For the women who have dealt with issues with IPL, with at-home laser, and they got burned and they got scars like I did, because I know they're out there because they reached out to me when they seen I was going through it. So I know they're out there as well. Listen, this product, like I said, it ain't sponsored, but it helped me gain my confidence back when it came to my legs. They're back, my legs are back. I am not going to be ashamed to wear swimsuits anymore. I'm not gonna be ashamed to wear skirts and stuff. So I'm really, really happy, and hopefully if you clicked on this video, you may suffer from hyperpigmentation. I hope this video helps you out. Try out the product, guys. I mean, if it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry, but it worked really good for me. Everything is gonna be linked in the description box below. If you're a black girl and you're thinking about trying out these at home laser hair removal, I'm not saying don't do it, because everyone's skin is different. Like, everyone is gonna take to certain things differently. I know I have sensitive skin, so I should have known from the beginning, like, girl, you're not doing that. But when you really want something, sometimes all of that just goes out the window. So if you're trying it out and you have sensitive skin, or you wanna try it out, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you my story, my horror story. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Everything is gonna be linked below, the Admire My Skin and the cocoa butter, for anyone who may need it. Make sure you check that out in the description box. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you guys next time.